Hey guys, welcome to Shades Tube. I don't see y'all. Hold on. Welcome to Shades Tube, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in. Again, welcome to Shades Tube because I'm telling you, StreamYard sound effects is totally just basically crazy. You know what I'm saying? They never come in at the right time. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Happy and blessed weekend. Happy Saturday. And today, y'all, this is Saturday Fuckery. Sorry about last night. I was too busy and didn't get a chance to come on. And sorry about delaying this live so many times. Again, I was busy. So I had to wait till I got through doing whatever I was doing. And then I'm here now. All right. So again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. The only person that we had over here is Deshep. What's up? Oh, we got Jermaine in the house. What's up, Jermaine? Jermaine, hope you're having a good weekend. And let's go to do the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across the screen. Also, if you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by doing the Cash App to $ShadesTube. All donations are used to, support this channel. Y'all, I cannot believe they did go up on Stream Yard. All right. I mean, I didn't check mine yet, but somebody told me that it went up. That is plainly ridiculous. Okay. I think they said it's $49.99 or $40. That's crazy. All right. I mean, I don't know what to say about these people, y'all. They're just going up on prices, on food, gas, housing, mortgages, down payments, StreamYard, just everything. It doesn't even make any damn sense. All right. And I'm sure, I don't know if they will lose any people because when you get used to stuff, you usually stay with them even if they go up. But then you got some that will walk away and use sites like Streamlab or, other sites that they have out there. And y'all know I used to use Streamlab and I still have it. It's more complicated than StreamYard though. So we'll see how this plays out. Raising the prices, for people, period, for everybody, it's crazy. Like this other app, they raise their prices too, but if you already have a subscription with them, you keep the regular price. I thought maybe StreamYard would do it like that. I don't know for sure. I have to check to see, but as of right now, I'm gonna look at it as if they have, up the price for everybody, which is crazy. And I'm wondering how much is the other plan because the basic plan, the one that I have right now, well, it was 20, I think it was $25. And if they go up $45, then that means that the other plan is raised as well. Plainly highway robbery in effect. That's crazy. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this content today, please thumbs it up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Also, share and leave a comment. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this Saturday fuckery. I got some fuckery stuff in this news. I can't go over everything, but I will go over some because I don't have that long. And I will give you some updates, which is some fuckery on the grandfather of the suspected shooter. And the reason why we have to use the word suspect is because he has not been found guilty yet. He has to go to trial and things like that. So that's what they use, on the sites, the articles, and that's what I use over here as well. Okay. Okay. So let me change this real quick to fuckery time. All right. All right. Let me put my music back on as well. This damn countdown. I'm about to actually get another one. This damn thing be muting. Okay, as soon as you turn it on, it mute. It's plainly crazy. I don't know why they have that like that. It's weird. Okay, so let's put that on there right there. Let me get my phone, guys. Okay, let me get my phone, get my information ready. Let's get your information. So the first fuckery story we are going to go over is the one dealing with that grandfather, okay? With the grandfather of the suspected shooter at the high school, okay? Let me move my mic over here like this. Okay, let me get this article up. Let's see here. Okay, so here we go right here. Wait a minute. grandfather. I got the wrong article, y'all. Let's see. That's not the one. I got a lot of fuckery news right here. Wait till y'all see some of this stuff. Y'all, you're gonna be laughing. So anyway, the grandfather of the alleged Georgia shooter, coltgray, says dad is just as guilty. Now that's actually no fuckery because we already know that dad is guilty. However, it may be fuckery that he spoke out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why these people start speaking out against their family members. Just remain silent. You know what I'm saying? Don't say anything. Gosh. So the Appalachian High School shooting in Georgia has ripped the nation apart. Colt Gray, the alleged shooter, has had many details leaked following his arrest. However, Gray's grandfather, Charlie P., spoke to WMAZ about the blame being shared between Colt and his father, Colin. So the grandfather was direct with his opinions on the tragedy, y'all. Charlie. He said, I understand that Colt did it and he needs to pay the ultimate price. I understand that. And I don't disagree with that. But his dad is as guilty as Colt is. So according to Charlie, he did not see Colt or Colin too frequently. Reportedly, there had been issues with Colt's behavior and attitude prior to the shooting. Charlie addressed the fact that Colt's parents had both been struggling personally and within their marriage. This caused all of their children, Colt included, to be shifted between homes constantly. The grandfather pushed for the younger children to stay with Marcy, their mother. He said, I think yesterday morning he sent Marcy a text saying he was sorry. That's what Charlie said. She was here. That's sad. Now, Colin was also arrested, charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, and 8 counts of cruelty to children. He admitted to giving his son an AR-15 for Christmas. That was the weapon used during the tragic school shooting. Now, authorities have visited the Grays in May of 2023, as I said before. At the time, Colt had threatened to go on a shooting spree. However, Colin defended his son, saying initially Colt did have issues at school. However, Colin stated that things had been better since his son changed schools. Colin also told investigators that Colt was allowed to use hunting rifles. Colt is allowed to use them when supervised, but does not have unfettered access to them, Colin said. Unfortunately, a year and a half later, tragedy will strike Appalachian High School. Okay, let's see here. So Colt is currently being charged with 4 counts of felony murder. As more updates following the shooting emerges, so they will keep you they will keep you updated. So again, the fact that his grandfather said that he thinks the dad should be charged, he's just as guilty. That's cool. However, the fuckery is with him even giving his comment. I would have had no comment, honestly. I just would have not said anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why some hey John, thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know why some people feel it's necessary to give comments on family situations in the media. Okay? It's just, I don't know. And for me, it is some fuckery. Okay, so let's read 2 comments. Lisa said, "Newsflash, Grandpa. From everything I've read and heard, the mother is just as guilty as the father for creating this monster. And no, I am not using creating as in conceiving this child. Both parents played a very active role in the monster being formed within their child." And I agree. I always say it starts in the home. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, both parents are, responsible for that. And then the dad even more so for buying him that AR-15 and then giving it to him as a gift, knowing that he was just questioned months ago about shooting threats made. So that's plainly ridiculous. Thanks. That is plainly ridiculous. You don't go buy your child a GUN when the police or the FBI was just there, thanks, questioning them. That's silly. That's very silly. Very silly. All right. So another commenter said, everyone is quick to blame the parents, which it seems the dad at least may be justified. What about the police, social services in the school? This boy made threats and yet was still in school, still had access to weapons, still out in about without consequences. Why wasn't he arrested, committed, or something? Because of the threats he made. Guns are not the issue. They never been the issue. People are. If it wasn't a gun, it would have been a knife, a car, a homemade, you know what. If authorities would have acted on the threats he made, then there would not have been an opportunity for this to happen. Stop ignoring threats and excusing them. Take it seriously. That doesn't mean crucify a 6-year-old that thinks his half-eating pizza looks like a GUN, so he aims it. That's a kid being dumb. It needs to be taught. A kid saying he's going to shoot up the school, take it seriously. And I agree with this commenter. Her name is Monica. I definitely agree with her. If the police, the FBI, and the parents would have acted immediately and talk to the boy more in depth, get him some help, let him talk to a psychiatrist or something, and don't buy guns or anything else, and just basically keep an eye out on this boy, maybe some of this stuff wouldn't happen. Maybe none of this would have happened. So as parents, we definitely got to do what we need to do with our kids and make sure we are bringing them up correctly and teaching them good, being a good role model for them. Okay. So let's go on and go to the next story about them. All right. Hold on. Let's see what else I have for them, y'all. Hold on. So I have another article. I don't know why they feel like they needed to put this up here, but I'm going to tell you guys because this is definitely some fuckery. Hold on. Let's see. Let me find it, y'all. Gosh. So they got another article here, and this is some fuckery because of what they did, what they left behind once they got evicted. So according to the Independent, the parents of accused school shooter, coltgray, have suddenly been thrust into the spotlight with reports of previous arrests, a rocky marriage, and now charges against dad for allegedly providing the weapon used to fatally GUN down 4 people and injured 9 more. As tenants, Colin and Marcy Gray were chaotic from the start, according to a former landlord who told the Independent that when he finally evicted the troublesome couple in 2020, they later came back to retrieve their GUNs while abandoning their pets to fend for themselves. Now, why would you leave your animals there? Being grown as hell and knowing better. At least take them to a no unalive shelter. Anyway, the property owner, who asked not to be named for professional reasons, said he almost immediately had a bad feeling about the couple. Beginning with Colin's refusal to shake his hand or look him in the eye. On top of that, Marcy, who is 37, who has a long rap sheet for drug possession, his mom, and other low-level crimes, along with a reported reputation for unseemly behavior in public. She appears scared as hell of her husband, according to the ex-landlord. Now, after the now estranged pair fell too far behind on their rent, the landlord told them that they and their 3 kids. Wait a minute. Oh, let this thing skip down. Hold on. Among them, 14-year-old Colt, the freshman accused of fatally shooting two classmates and teachers, earlier this week, had to vacate the home. They wound up leaving a few random items behind, including the dogs they moved in with, according to the landlord. The craziest part of it all is that they left their two German shepherds, the landlord recalled on Friday, adding that Colin and Marcy Gray simply ignored his attempts to reunite them. He said, I imagine the next place where they were renting did not allow dogs, so they just left them. Coltgray, who appeared in Barrow County Superior Court on Friday morning to face 4 counts of felony murder over Wednesday's horrific massacre, is being held without bail. He will be tried as an adult, according to authorities, and if convicted, he faces life in prison. But like I told y'all before, he will not face the you know what penalty because he is under 18. Now, his 54-year-old dad, colingray, also appeared in court on Friday on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children in connection with the bloodshed. He is accused of giving his son the AR-15 style firearm used in the shooting as a Christmas present last year, which is several months after the FBI showed up to question the boy about online threats he had allegedly made about carrying out a school shooting. Marcy Gray, the mom, who is reportedly cooperating with investigators, is not charged with the crime. She was unable to be reached on Friday for comment, along with Colin and Coltgray, who remain detained. A smattering of relatives reached by phone and text declined to be interviewed, as I would have, because why are you talking? Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Because yes, why are you talking? Just don't say a word. Don't say crap. Anyway, when the Grays were told a few years back to leave their rental home, they also ditched a handful of other items, some of which the landlord told the Independent he has since put to good use: a golf bag, an archery set, and assorted tools. In what might seem to be another foreboding sign, the two were not particularly interested in preserving important memories of their own. So I guess they left their pictures there too. They did. They left their wedding photos. Anyway, the landlord said he tried to contact the wife and say, hey, do you want these? Like you can have them. And she never responded. So we ended up having to throw away their wedding pictures. Now, on the other hand, when the Grays were slow to leave and the landlord finally changed the locks, he said Colin Gray returned and kicked in the door to get his guns out. He and his wife reported the intrusion to the police, who the landlord said recommended they not pursue criminal charges since the damage to the interest was at a minimum. And Colin had actually only stolen back his own belongings. Okay. The landlord said he was never able to collect several $1,000s in back rent the family owed, a detail confirmed by court records. Now, this is the wife. This is her, what do you call that thing when you take a jail? Her mugshot. Okay. Hold on, let me show y'all this. Why is she smiling for a damn mugshot? Goodness. Now, until Thursday morning, when Colin and Marcy Gray names were revealed, their old landlord said he and his wife had forgotten about them. And then it all comes back, he said, describing the moment he made the connection between the shooting at Appalachian High School and his former tenants as so shocking. But in the same way, you're kind of like, well, shoot, I mean, it was a weird situation. So maybe it wasn't as shocking as it seemed, the landlord went on. We thought it was a bad situation, but shit, we like, oh man, we got lucky that was all we dealt with. Having consumed a lot of media coverage in the aftermath of this week's unthinkable bloodshed, the landlord said he has run through the spectrum of emotions, feeling of course, mad at Cole's alleged actions, but a degree of empathy as well for him and his two siblings. It's just so sad, he said. The more I am reading these articles that are coming out, I'm like, oh my God, these kids did not have a freaking chance. Man, like these parents just totally F them, you know? Yeah, I would say that too. The wife getting arrested for drug possession. The dad probably was fighting her because she was scared of him. I'm thinking they probably had some domestic violence situations going on. Um, I don't know if they kept their house clean. I just don't know. I mean, were they abusing the kids or anything? We just don't know. Moving, getting evicted. Now, granted, anybody can get evicted. You know what I'm saying? But leaving your dogs behind, leaving your wedding pictures behind, leaving other things behind when you could have just took it and got rid of it. The golf thing, they probably could have sold that. The dogs, they should have took to a no unalive shelter. And as far as the wedding photos, hey, just throw them in the garbage can if you don't want them. Point blank. Let me go ahead and read a couple comments real quick. Let's see. You said, guest said that this family has been dysfunctional for a long time. You got a bully for a dad. You have a drug addict for a mother. You got CPS on their trail. You got the FBI on their trail. And everybody waited until this kid unalive people and injured people. And the reason why is because look at the position the mom has been in. I don't know if she still does drugs or anything, but just that. And then the family being dysfunctional, there was probably no good support, mechanism there. Period. And it seemed like the dad loved his GUNs more than anything. You see what I'm saying? Because he even went back and got it, kicked the door down to go back in there and get those GUNs. That's crazy. Who does this? So the former landlord said they were a hot ass mess. Okay, they did not pay their rent. They were thousands of dollars behind on rent. And I don't know why he let it get that far, but he probably was kind of afraid of the man too. You just never know. And no telling whatever else happened in that house. You see what I'm saying? So the whole entire family is dysfunctional. Jackie said they abandoned their dogs to fend for themselves, which says a lot about them. That shows how irresponsible and abusive they are. And you know what? I say the same thing. How can you leave your animals behind? I mean, if you're like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you may do it. But as an older person, you should know better. You know what I'm saying? You just can't leave your animals when you leave. Now they have unalive shelters. It's easy to do that. Mary said, mistreating a dog says everything I need to know about a person. What a piece of dog poo-poo. And I agree. You know, if you will leave your animals around, I mean, at your own house and leave them, for me, you would basically do anything because, like, my cat is a part of our family. I'm not even going to take a place if they don't want us to bring our cat. When I moved here, I told her about my cat. I told her I was going to get a cat, and she didn't have any problem with it. And if she would have, we probably wouldn't have taken this house. Or you know what else we would have did, darling. but but we were keeping our cat, okay? Because our cat is clean. I keep it very clean in this house. And my cat is a joy. She's a part of our family. So why would I leave her? If you can't take your animal, like we had to do with my other cat, when we moved out of our house when we first got here, we found a no unalive shelter. You know what I'm saying? And they took good care of the cat, even notify us when another family came to adopt the cat. Okay. And they let us leave all her little stuff that she liked and everything. Oh, he liked. His name was Chance. His name is Chancey. I don't know if they changed his name or whatever the case is, but yeah. So that's what we did. We made sure that the cat had another home. We made sure we had to pay $40 because they had to get the cat neutered or something. I can't remember, sprayed or whatever, because it's a boy cat. I think it's sprayed for a boy and stuff. So yeah, and then we had to tell the cat bye, which was kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? The cat was sad too. So yeah, but at least we did the right thing. My other daughter made sure the right thing was done. You know, and like I said, they even let us know when they found the cat another home. with some good people from Beverly Hills. So he is way out in Beverly Hills, but he is taken care of, and hopefully the cat is still alive and doing good. And this is what these people should have done. When you leave your animals around, especially as a grown ass person, that tells a lot about your entire character. You don't give a shit about anything basically, because how can you leave animals when they supposed to be a part of your family, just like Jermaine just said? Just plainly ridiculous. Okay, so let's move to the next story about these people. Hold on. I got some fuckery news for real. Y'all just wait till y'all hear this. Hold on. What time is? Let me hurry up. Okay, let's go back over here and see what else we got for these people. So we cover that part right there, y'all. Hold on. Okay, this other story I'm not going to tell you guys about yet. I'll just tell you guys this on Monday because it's more serious. I mean, that's serious too, but it's fuckery to the point. I mean, it's fuckery because of the point that they left their animals behind and other things, and probably left that place in a damn mess. And they were so many $1,000s behind. So that is not just 1 month. It's probably 3, 4, 5, 6 months. You see what I'm saying? I'm surprised they got that far. So let's see what else I got here. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop with them right now. See, okay, we did the grandfather already. I'm gonna stop with their little stuff and move on to the next fuckery, y'all. And like I said, this other story, I'll probably tell you guys about it on Monday, involving his dad. All right. So I'll tell you about that then. And any other information that I investigate about them, I'll let you guys know then. Hey, Tony Vance, what's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all, once again, happy weekend. All right. And thank you for coming in. Okay. So I got some fuckery news for you right here, guys. Let me just tell you guys this right here. Hold on. First of all, we got some crazy ass people out here. I told you that before. Every day going weekend or week when every Friday when I do Friday Fuckery, I'm going to always give you some fuckery news. And I'm telling you, some crazy ass people out here. Listen to this damn story. A woman stole a casket, y'all, from the funeral home. And then she dumped the damn body outside. Y'all, I'm drinking a Starbucks, a Say refresher, okay? So it's pretty good. And then she's gonna claim she was not trying to be malicious. All right, this is this lady right here, if you can see her. This is ridiculous. Now, this right here is some straight up fuckery. And y'all, I'm gonna start making some sound effects to say straight up fuckery, because this is some straight up fuckery right here. Anyway, surveillance footage allegedly shows a woman stealing a casket in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then she dumped the body in front of the funeral home before leaving. Yes, that is crazy as hell, man. That is crazy. Patricia Sierra, 47, y'all. The lady looks older than 47. Damn, lady, you had a rough life, didn't you? Let me let y'all see again. This lady look like she about 50-something. I believe these people be lying about their age. Look at this. This is some straight up fuckery here. Talking about she 47. 47? Where? Shit. All right. Anyway, she was arrested the other day. She faces charges of grand larceny, burglary of a business, and removing, transferring, or disturbing human remains. And this is according to Clark County records. On August the 27th, she allegedly went into affordable cremation and burial services in Las Vegas by breaking in through a front window and unlocking the front door. And this is according to local Fox affiliate KVVU. Anyway, surveillance footage obtained by the station appears to show someone breaking the front window and coming into the business, walking into the viewing room, grabbing the casket and bringing it out the front door. That's crazy, man. Citing police records, KVVU reported that Sierra went in and out of the business multiple times before eventually leaving. At around 3:30 a.m., someone spotted the caskets. I'm sorry, I cannot do. You are stupid. Okay, wait. Someone spotted the casket outside of affordable cremation and burial services and a body lying face down next to it. These people are absolutely crazy. The fuck? A casket with the person inside of it. At least go to a brand new store and get, what the fuck is that? At least pick one that does not have a body in it, okay? Are nuts, man. For real. It is some straight up fuckery, and that's on everything. Okay. Wow, man. Now listen, the body was laying face down next to it, y'all. Now, paperwork found next to the body showed that the viewing for the victim had been the day before, police said. Local CBS affiliate KLAS reported, citing the police report, that there were flower petals on the floor leading out the door. Nothing else in the building was believed to have been damaged. The deceased person arrived at the funeral home on August the 20th, according to KLAS. Now, in an interview with police, Sierra reportedly said she had a substance abuse problem and blacks out. She told police that she did not remember the incident, but admitted she had burglarized a business before by using a rock to break in through the window or the door, KVVU reported. She was not trying to be malicious and she gave an apology. She later reportedly said she drank 6 beers. Anyway, she was arrested on August the 30th. And according to court records, Sierra's bail was set at $11,000, and she has a hearing scheduled for September the 18th. Okay, let's read some of these comments, man. This is crazy. Let me give me a drink, a sip of this, right? Because that's a trip. I do not know. She may just be on drugs. I mean, she said she was on drugs, and she drank 6 beers. So I don't know why she would be going in there stealing a damn casket and then dumping the dead going body off, though. What was she gonna do with the casket? Get in it? That is weird. Pat said, "This is why I'm donating my body to a medical school. I will let them have their way with me and then do whatever they do with what's left of me." Okay. Don said, "Who is she putting in the casket that she stolen? Who did she put in the casket? That what is the people's want to know? Who is the casket for? Let us know." I wish these people would edit their comments, okay? I don't know. It must be. Somebody said, "Wow, she didn't mean to be mean, but dumping someone's body out of their casket is very malicious." And I agree. First of all, go look for an empty casket, and then at least she could have took the body out inside of the funeral home and laid it on the side of the casket there and then stole. But man, I can't even. I don't know. This is crazy, man. Let's see what else. She also did drugs too. She said she's a drug addict, not just 6 beers. Jockey said she was searching for Biden. Okay. Don said, "What was you trying to do? Putting a body in it?" Okay, tell us the trust. What was you doing? I don't know what this man mean. Okay. Let's see what else. I don't know what these people talking about. Okay, Skylar said, "Have you guys seen the cost of a coffin? Could literally just be trying to bury a loved one and is on the wrong side of the line." No, I think she just took it. Listen, I think she just took it. She was high off of drugs and off of beer. Point blank. She wasn't thinking. She just went in there trying to steal something. All right. She said she broke into another business before and probably stole some money. So being high, intoxicated, and all this other stuff, no telling what she was thinking. She thinking she can just basically go sell a coffin real quick because people are dying all the time. And that's what I believe. And that's all I believe. Damn. RJ say, OMG, she needs to be in a mental hospital, not prison. I know that's right. Something wrong with this lady. All right. Anyway, y'all, that was some fuckery, and I just had to read this to you guys. It was a hot ass mess. I never heard of anyone stealing a casket and then dumping the person's body out. Again, this is what this lady looked like at 47 years old. This is some straight up. This is some straight up fuckery, y'all, and that's on everything. You know what I'm saying? This our casket and body dumping thief. All right. And they always blaming them drugs when they choose to take them damn drugs. You know what I'm saying? And get drunk. Hey, Scott. What's up? What's up? What's up? Long time no see. How you doing? All right. So let's go ahead and go to the next fuckery story. Okay, guys. That was a hot ass mess right there. That was a straight hot ass mess. Let me delete that. Time is okay. Let's see what else we have here. We can't read that one. That's not no fuckery. I'll tell you guys this after I get through with this fuckery. And I'm going to tell you this. No, this is some fuckery. And I'm going to read it to you guys. A white man killed a prison cellmate, y'all, because he was black in GAY. If that's not some fuckery, you tell me what is. All right. Anyway, hold on. Let me see if I can look at this. Prosecutor says a white incarcerated man in Wisconsin said he achieved ecstasy when he unalived his cellmate because the man was black in GAY. All right, and that's some fuckery, okay? Jackson B, 24, was charged with first-degree intentional homicide with hate crime and repeat offender penalty, which enhances for the alleged murders of Micah L. 19 on August the 27th at the Green Bay Correctional Institute. And this is according to the Associated Press. Now, guards were conducting patrols around 9:30 p.m. at the state prison when they noticed paper blocking the view into the cell shared by, what's this boy's first name? Jackson. Anyway, let's see. When Jackson complied with the guard's order to remove the paper, they found Micah's body hanging from the upper bunk bed with his hands and feet bounded. Now, prosecutors claimed that Jackson confessed to the crime, saying he killed Micah because he was bored, and his new cellmate checked all the boxes by being black and GAY, according to the Associated Press. Jackson said he struck Micah, knocking him unconscious, then bound him by the hands and feet before strangling him to the unalive point. Jackson was reportedly told authorities, oh my God, he often thought of unaliving people, and the act of strangling Micah created a feeling of ecstasy for him. Investigators also found a note written by Jackson reading "Kill, unalive all humans." Sorry, YouTube, along with other racist and anti-GAY rhetoric. So Jackson was behind bars following his arrest for stabbing, strangling, and attempting to snap the neck of his mother. Oh my God, I need to take a drink right here. That's some straight up fuckery, y'all. When he was 16, y'all, he was convicted and sentenced to 40 years in jail in that case, which has recently been upheld upon appeal. Now that's some fuckery, y'all. Some straight up fuckery, because the nerve of people to, want to unalive somebody because of their race and their X orientation is plainly ridiculous. Okay, the dude did not touch him or was bothering him or anything. He just felt like he wanted to do it because the dude fit every criteria that he had made so he could unalive the dude. And he also said that he felt an ecstasy type of feeling when he did that. That's plainly crazy, and it's certainly some damn fuckery, y'all. Damn, let me read a couple of these comments. Somebody said this story is suspect. They do not mix races together. And if dude was a punk, why didn't the administration put him in a PC? Or maybe knowing dude was snap, the guards set the whole thing up. Could be. And I do think they put white and black people together, unless they are racist or something. Mark C said, I did 12 years in Michigan, 2005 to 2017, and they definitely mix different races, religion, sexual orientations, and etc. And then Big Tony came back and said, I did maximum time 3 different times in Chicago, 94 to 2018, 13 years total. Not once did they mix white and black. Okay, Tony. Somebody, this other commenter said, yes, indeed. The officers in the warden had a huge impact in this killing of this young man. Federal government needs to investigate this prison and the warden. It's been other situations that happened at this prison facility. Damn. Okay. Okay, so Elton said the same thing. He said, first of all, I don't know what kind of prison they running because you don't ever have different races as cellmates. I was in maximum security and there ain't never happened. So somebody wanted him out of the way. Okay, Charles said in Texas you bunk with other race unless their policy has changed. I've been out since 2012. I find that hard to believe in Texas. There are or were exceptions when I did time, but not many. Prior to the mid 80s, Texas prisons housing was segregated, mostly before the system was overhauled. And if you identify as a, you know what, you were housed accordingly. You know, if you identify as being an HOMOSEXUAL, okay. Donna said she is a retired Federal Bureau of Prisons. She said we normally ask if it is okay if they want to house with someone of a different, race or lifestyle. And then Gerald said in Florida they mix inmates. He said he had a white cellmate in Blackwater. I haven't heard that they house inmates based on race. Okay. So another commenter said, now this guy was sentenced to 40 years for stabbing and trying to snap his own mother's neck. He has no problem doing it to someone else. Why not put him in a cell with no cellmates? They should have put him in there with another murderer. Okay, but not with this dude that they put him in there with. Hey, Nate, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all show Nate, the great podcast, some love and support. Also show Scott Sauce some love and support. He's a gamer. And show Tony Band some love and support too. Also show D Shep some love and support. He was here, I think, yesterday or earlier today. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in too. I think they should get a choice. Also, I think they should house murderers with murderers. Okay. I don't think they should put a non-murderer in a cell with someone that hasn't done that. Okay. Point blank. So it is what it is. But for him to do what he did, some straight up fuckery. Why do people feel like if you don't like somebody based on their race or their orientation, you don't have to like them, but to unalive them because of that is plainly some fuckery, y'all. That's crazy. Now let's move on to the next story. Oh, that's sad. That puppy ran. We're gonna read this later. That's sad. I don't know how people do this. Damn. Why would you abandon a puppy? That is some fuckery right there. I will tell you guys this real quick. Okay. So anyway, a puppy who did not realize she was abandoned ran after her owner's car for over a mile, y'all. That is sad, man. You can barely see him. I can't show the because you can barely see him, but he was running down the street. They said people were confused to see a tiny little dog chase after a car so frantically that she refused to stop even after a mile. Then when they learned the true reason behind her pursuit, they were left shocked to the bone. When she finally lost all of her strength, She looked around and found herself all alone in this world. That is sad. Here's a story of here's the picture right here. This is some straight up fuckery that somebody would just put this little puppy out in the street or wherever and just take off. I mean, again, why not take this little puppy to a known unalive shelter? Yeah, the owner dumped this female dog puppy on the streets. He basically threw this puppy out on the street and just took off. And the little puppy started running after the car. Now they said eventually the car drove off and the dog stopped, coping with what could only be described as abandonment trauma. That is sad. Look at this video. This thing. Hopefully they got the license plate. That's crazy. They said still the dog did not lose hope and immediately returned to her old house, not realizing that the owner sold it to someone else. That is sad. Here's the little pretty little puppy right here. Damn, so they abandoned the puppy and moved. The dog ran all the way home. I don't know why people, again, I don't know why these stupid people get animals and then just leave them like that on the street. Anyway, a passerby who saw the dog that day decided to follow her. Once they realized the dog had no place to go, they embarked on a rescue mission, not knowing that they would change her life entirely. They picked the dog up and brought it to a local veterinarian. She was diagnosed with fever and sore paws from all the running that day. But other than that, she was perfect. This is what she looks like now. They rescued her. Pretty dog. How could you even dump this dog? If I would have saw this doggy and I don't want a puppy right now or anything, I would have got this puppy and took him to the vet and brought this puppy back home. Anyway, they did take the little puppy home and continued to take care of her. She had trouble adapting to the new environment. During the first night, she couldn't sleep for hours, and her captivating eyes was filled with nothing but sorrow. Can dogs cry? I don't know if they, I don't think so. That's a crazy question. Anyway, after a long cuddle section and a nice meal, this tiny girl started to come out of her shell. She began to move freely around the house. Excuse me. And she was feeling more confident. Even though her eyes were still telling the heartbreak stories, a little smile could be seen on her face, which only meant one thing: she was doing better. The rescuers even introduced her to their family dog. The two had a rocky start as the dog did not accept her at first, but then something beautiful happened. Oh, look at this, so cute, man. They cute. Look at this. They are so cute, man. Look at that. Anyways, within only a few days, the dog accepted each other as if they were siblings their whole lives. They finally started playing together and enjoying each other's company. For the first time in her life, this abandoned girl felt at home, and she could not hide the smile from her face. Instead of remaining silent and disinterested in one place, she started doing zoomies around the house. 2 weeks later, this little doggy was a brand new dog, and her rescuers knew that she would stay in the family forever. So they end up, keeping the dog. Here's another picture of her right here. Cute, super cute, y'all. This is a good story at the end. It was some fuckery at first, okay, because the owner left the dog on the street, took off. The little dog was chasing the car for about a mile, and then went back home, and the owners were gone. Damn. I'm just glad the person in the car, followed the little puppy and stuff, and took the puppy in. That's a blessing. So anyway, they said today she's happier than ever. Her days of sorrow are way in her past, and now the only thing she knows is happiness. So yeah, so that's good. I'm glad they was able to, again, to rescue her. I wish I could show the video. It is right here on YouTube. I can't show it on my channel. This is sad. Look at this. Running behind her damn owner. Damn, these people are so cruel, y'all. They are so damn cruel. Man, I'm making show you a little bit of it. Wait, let's see if I can. The part where she was running. Wait, let's see if we can. Let me stop it right here because I just want to show y'all a little part of this. Some people need their ass kicked, and that's on everything. I'm going to show y'all just a little of it. I'm not going to play the music. Look at her running behind it. Wait, I ain't even played the damn thing. Look at her running behind. Wait. Let me, shit. Let me start it back over. Look at her running behind the dang going car. This is super, super sad, y'all. Super, super sad. Don't even make no damn sense. Gosh, how can people do that? You know what I'm saying? How can people do that, y'all? Then she started running to her house. You know what I'm saying? Went right back home. And then the owners are gone. But like I said, I'm glad the person in the car who filmed this was following her and took her in and got her. And I guess this may be the person. Yeah, this is the person on this daggone motorcycle. Let me show you. I'm glad he found her. He was following her on a motorcycle. Okay, cool. I love it when people actually do something. That's him right there rubbing the little dog and stuff. This is him on the motorcycle. Okay. So he picked up. Let me go back and see if we can get a better picture of him. So he is on a motorcycle. He saw her and called the dog over there to him. Again, that's a blessing. I'm glad he found her and did, the necessary thing for the dog and took him home and ended up keeping the dog as his pet, so that's a blessing. But y'all, do not get animals if you cannot take care of the animal. Okay, point blank. Okay, when you get an animal, it's much like having a child. You keep the animal regardless. Okay, if you can't keep the animal, then you find a suitable home. Go to a no unalive shelter and tell your animal bye, and then leave them there. That's cruel. That's sad too. Not cruel. It's sad too. But at least you're doing the right thing. Okay, don't just leave them out there like that. The dog got hid. Like out here in Cali, a coyote could have got it. Other dogs can attack it. People sometimes get animals and do all types of weird stuff. Just don't do that. That's not cute at all. And like Leah say, anyone who can throw their dog out of the car and watch them chase after them is not a human. Cold-hearted, cold-blooded scumbags should rot in hell. Okay, they're murderers too, because if the dog get unalived or something, they are the one that is responsible for that. Don't do that. That's not good. All right, that's not good. And that's some fuckery, the way that owner, and I hope they found out who the owner is and press charges. It's some fuckery. It really is, the way she or he did that. But the good news is that this dude got this dog and did what he needed to do. And that's a blessing. All right. So that ended up being great. All right. Let's see what time it is. I got about 20 more minutes and then we got the end this. All right. Let me take a straight get from this fuckery stuff and just tell you something about a recall. A popular macaroni and cheese brand was recalled. They say it may cause medical reversible. Let's see. I read this yesterday, but I don't remember offhand. Medical reversible adverse health consequences. And the name of it is Riser's Fine Foods, which is RESER''S. They have 2 varieties of their cheesy pasta dish. Let's see. It's American Classic Macaroni and Cheese, white cheddar, 12 ounce, and then Riser's American Classic. Again, there is a recall on Riser's RESER''S American Classic Macaroni and Cheese, and then white cheddar. These are the 12 ounce containers in Riser's American Classic. Okay, so yeah, and let's see, the codes are 71117020009. Again, 71117020009 and 711 711170223. Again, 711170223. And those are located on their barcodes. Let's see, the macaroni and cheese products where they were sold in the following states in California, Illinois, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. So this type of macaroni and cheese are part of an ongoing recall that was issued out of fear the product may have been spoiled due to temperature misuse as a result of a malfunctioning refrigeration unit on a trailer. All right. So if you have that, take that back to the store. Let's see. So it's a class 2 risk, okay? And that risk is classified by the FDA as a situation in which use of or exposure to a violative product may cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health consequences, or where the probability of serious adverse health consequences is remote. All right. So Newsweek did reach out to Risers Fine Foods for comment on the recall, and they did not respond like always. Okay, so there's a lot of recalls. They also have an egg recall over salmonella poisoning. So just go to the FDA website and just get the list of recall products and just make sure you don't have it in your house. And if you have those products, just take it back to the store and get your money. So here's some more fuckery, y'all. I mean, damn, it's a lot of fuckery out here, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, dogs definitely have emotions. Cats do too. All animals do. All animals have emotions. I watch them every day. The horses do. Little ducks outside, they have them. The little birds that fly around. Even the damn ants outside. All of them do. They do. I mean, please. You listen. One day I was driving home and I saw a little rabbit. I have never seen this before in my life. A little rabbit was standing or sitting by his unalive little rabbit friend. And it was like he was paying respect to that rabbit. I'm not joking. He was sitting there, I guess, smelling him, or I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing something like that. And then he left. And actually, I think I seen another animal do that once before, okay? And stuff. So they do have emotions, and they do know when one of their animal friends are unalive. And this is why I try not to run over animals. Sometimes you can't help it. I'm not going to run into a person, or something else, but I do try not, to run into them. Like today, when I was back there in my backyard, I was watering my grass, my flower garden. I hope you check that out on YouTube Shorts or TikTok. And it was a unalive rabbit back there. I didn't even know it was a rabbit. I thought it was a raccoon or something. And it was underneath my trash can. I had my son come out there and get it, and he told me it was a big rabbit. And I was trying to figure out how did he pass on, maybe from the heat. First, we thought maybe a cat did, because it looks like he was running from something, because he got stuck underneath the garage. Not the garage. He got stuck underneath the garbage can. But I don't know. He may have just been running because it's too hot outside. He may have tried to hide. But to me, it looked like he was running from something. I'm thinking that the neighborhood cat, that these people let their cat out, I'm thinking that cat probably was chasing that rabbit. But anyway, he was on the line. So that's a sad situation, man. So yeah, I don't like it with animals, especially like rabbits and stuff, and dogs and cats are hit. It's just not good. I don't even like it when the coyotes be out laying out there or anything really, but I just, just really a sad situation. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you avoid hitting the animal, I think you should. No, don't get into an accident yourself. No, don't hit somebody else. But if you can slow down or stop, or if you know the animals come that way, you should be on the lookout and just slow your speed a little bit, just in case, run out. Now, if they just run out on you, you can't really help it. But you know what I'm saying? If you can avoid one, if they're already going across the street, I usually try to avoid them. Yeah. So the next story is, the next fuckery stories is at a hospital where nurses allegedly replaced liquid fentanyl with tap water. That's what they was doing, okay? This is the lady right here. This is some straight up fuckery. Once again, some fuckery, fuckery. So this lady, who was an Oregon medical center, An Oregon medical center is facing a $300 million lawsuit over the alleged actions of a nurse accused of swapping out liquid fentanyl for non-sterile tap water, resulting in the unaliving of multiple patients. This is some straight up fuckery. Danny Marie Schofield was arrested in June and charged with 44 counts of assault for allegedly stealing liquid fentanyl prescribed to patients and replacing the drug with tap water. Between July 2022 and July 2023, Dana left the medical center. Dozens of patients were allegedly affected with serious infections, including several unalivings. Now, there were 9 patients who survived this, and the other ones did not. I guess it was 9 other patients who did not. So she did a total of 18 patients, okay? Now, all of these patients were infected with bacterium uniquely associated with waterborne transmission. So this lady must have been selling this stuff or taking it herself. I don't know, probably selling it. And so she was stealing this stuff or giving it to somebody who was selling it. She made a profit. And then she used non-sterile water to give to the patients. And they ultimately passed on. At least 9 of them did, because they were not receiving the proper medication. So anyway, this lawsuit alleges that the hospital failed to prepare for the possibility of employee theft of fentanyl, which is a synthetic opiate believed to be a leading cause of drug overdose unaliving, according to the CDC. So I'm guessing she was selling that stuff. They said that the defendant knew or should have known of the high likelihood of drug misuse by its employees, given the prevalence of such acts throughout the United States. The complaint says, adding that the hospital has also had repeated instances of drug misuse by its employees in the past. Now, as a result of Danny actions, the complaint says the patients suffered pain that they otherwise would not have suffered, and for durations of time that they would not have otherwise had to endure. Now, anyway, let's see. They said 7 months into the investigation, which began in early December 2023, when officials with Asante Road Regional Hospital contacted police and reported being concerned with the rising number of central line infection cases they were seeing among patients in their care. The hospital conducted an internal investigation with the help of outside medical experts and determined that all of the infections cases were isolated to patients in the intensive care unit, and they all happened within a specific date range. That report was provided to the police. Now, investigators spent many months pouring through volumes of hospital records and interviewing more than 100 individuals, including doctors, nurses, patients, and many other victims. Based on records and interviews, investigators were able to determine that the ICU nurse, Danny S., had access to each of these victims. Police said in a press release at that time. There was concern that Danny had been diverting patients liquid fentanyl for her own personal use and then replacing it with tap water, causing serious infections. And then Danny left the hospital in July 2023. So you know what? That's crazy as hell. That is crazy. Let's see here. Now, one person was admitted into that hospital after falling from a ladder in January 2022 and suffering a lacerated spleen and broken ribs. The suit reportedly claims that Danny switched this person's pain medication with tap water, resulting in a bacterial blood infection that ultimately proved fatal. Anyway, a pretrial hearing in this criminal case is set for December. Online records show Danny posted $4 million bill, $4 million bail in July, according to local news reports. And then court records do not indicate a future hearing date in the lawsuit. And representatives for the medical center did not immediately return any phone calls back to Law and Crime. That's a damn shame, y'all. If this ain't no fuckery, it seemed like to me that the hospital should have known that this lady was taking fentanyl for herself. Okay, they should have been able to tell. I mean, 18 patients. That is totally unacceptable. And they should be doing drug testing on these people every so often. So she was taking that shit. And you mean to tell me they couldn't tell that this lady was high? That's crazy. Katie said, this makes me sick to my stomach. I don't understand why. What in the world would make you want to hurt such vulnerable, sick people? Being on drugs and hooked on them. That will. But she's stupid because there's no way I would have took all of it. She could have just took a little and gave them half of it. Maybe that would have, cured them from that infection. Instead of her taking all of it and then replacing it with non-sterile water. Damn, lady. That's crazy as hell. C said, what an effing monster. How could she watch these patients suffer like that? She needs to be charged with first-degree murder and have many counts of that too. And I agree. Just plain ridiculous. You go into the hospital thinking you're going to receive adequate care, and you got some nurse stealing your pain medication or whatever else and using it herself and then replacing it with tap water. And then you get sicker or even you may pass on. That's plainly ridiculous. That is some fuckery there. And they need to definitely be sued. The hospital needs to. And hopefully, I'm pretty sure they charge this woman to the fullest extent of the law. She is on a bail. I think she's out. I think I said a $4 million bail in July. So she is out waiting for her trial. And hopefully she will get convicted, which I think she probably will. So that is a hot ass mess, y'all. That is really a hot ass mess. Okay, I'm going to give you one more fuckery story, and then that's going to be it. And I'm going to give you 2 zodiac sign readings, and that's going to be it, okay, for this week, Saturday fuckery. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, one more. Okay, let me give you this one right here. So, Trump's team scrambles after J.D. Vance calls school shooting a fact of life. Some things we don't need to say out in public, and that's one of them. And this right here is some straight up fuckery, okay? This, and y'all gonna vote? Okay. Some straight up fuckery, what he said, okay? Point blank. So, Donald Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, said in the wake of the deadly school shooting in Georgia that the massacres are sadly a fact of life and offer ways to fortify schools to make them safer against GUN violence. Anyway, that appeared to strike a nerve with Team Trump that actually, Vice President Harris put out a statement with Vance's comments and called for action to keep our children safe and keep GUNs out of the hands of criminals. Now, that appeared to strike a nerve with Team Trump that she used Vance's comments against them. The thing about it, though, I'm not going to read any more of this. He did say, I don't like this. This is a fact of life. And they said, but if you are a psycho and you want to make headlines, you realize that our schools are soft targets. Okay, the thing is that you can basically say that, but I think he should have basically said that a different type of way. All right. It is, something that It's happening a lot. He could have said that. And we need to do something about it, especially as potential leaders. We need to do something about it. We need to basically get out here and change some laws. We need to push for that. We need to push for all schools to require all kids have clear backpacks. We need to figure out how we can get metal detectors in each school. We need to hire more officers, security officers inside of schools. That's what he really should have said. We don't need to say it's a fact of life because it makes it seem like we know it happens a lot, but it kind of desensitizes people because it's a fact of life. It's bound to happen. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I call it fuckery, because this is something we should not be saying. We should not use this. Even if we really think that, you can just put it in a different way, just like I just did. Okay. Put it in that type of way because we know that this does happen a lot, but we don't need to say it's a fact of life because we never want to think of this as being a fact of life because sometimes weirdos hear that, right? And then they figure, let me go out there and do the same thing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you a story just like that. All right. So for me, that is some fuckery. If you want to read more about it, you can go look that up. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. I'm not going to play the Instagram thing or anything else. Let me read just one comment, then I'm going to move on. So somebody said, so I shouldn't believe the words coming out of Vance's mouth. Let's see. Somebody said even if he did, he was telling the truth because it looks like every other week we have a school shooting with casualties. And I mean, he wasn't lying, but it's just a way you have to say that. You know what I'm saying? You have to watch what you say on social media. I mean, it's many things that I want to say up here, and I'm not even running for a vice president position, but I'm just not going to say it. You see what I'm saying? So you just have to watch how you say stuff. Don't say it's a fact of life. Just say what I just said. Yeah, we are having a lot of school, shootings. We need to get to it and find out what we need to do to stop this. You know what I'm saying? To stop this. We need to try to figure out how we can incorporate each school to do clear backpacks, to put in metal detectors in all schools, and to put in more security in the schools. We want to make our kids safe. We don't want our kids to come to school and think they're going to get unalived, okay, or hurt in school. That's what he should have been saying. All this other stuff, a fact of life. No, it's not a fact of life. Point blank. We know it happens, but we don't need to say it's a fact of life because once again, you got weirdos listening to this and thinking it's okay to do it. And just an example of that is this story right here. Let me hurry because I got to get ready. A 16-year-old student fatally shoots classmate 15 years old in a Maryland high school bathroom. Now, this student will be charged as an adult. This, y'all, just happened the other day, right after the shooting in Georgia. Okay. Now, he did this in a bathroom on Friday, yesterday. Okay. The 16-year-old boy, during his first day at Joppatown High School, fired a single shot in a first floor boys' bathroom following an altercation, striking Warren Curtis Grant 15 around 12:35 p.m., according to Hartford County Sheriff Jeff Gawler. The school's security officer and principal did not hear the shot, but heard the resulting commotion it sparked. Students dragged the wounded Grant into the hallway where school nurses attended to him before he was airlifted to Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, where he later passed on. The shooter fled to a nearby apartment complex and started banging on doors looking for a place to hide, police said. Then he was taken into custody within minutes. It's a tragic day 4 days into the school year, he added. Now, again, we had another school shooting, and I bet you guys did not hear nothing about it. So, yes, Vance's statement is like it is. However, again, I think you should have said it a different way because you never know who be looking and watching, these people talk and stuff, and then it may encourage people just to go out and do something since it is a fact of what. That's what he said. So again, I think schools need to do more, and I'm still going to say that. And the fuckery part is that they don't. They need to do more. They need to require all kids to wear clear backpacks. They need to put metal detectors inside of these schools. They need to hire more officers, and they also need to take threats seriously. It should always be someone in the bathrooms monitoring those bathrooms, point blank. You got a lot of people out of work. You can put a lot of people to work after you check their background and criminal history. They said this teen gunman is previously known to law enforcement. Now, they said they have had 10 incidents since 2022 where the suspect was either the victim, witness, or the suspect in Hartford County Sheriff's Office investigation. So at least 10 incidents where either he was a victim or he witnessed it or he was a suspect. All right? They do not know what type of weapon was used or if the gun was recovered. They said they don't know whether that means he has a juvenile record. We have called for a service that have involved him in the past. I do not know. That's what this sheriff said to the officer. Law enforcement is not permitted to speak with the suspect per Maryland's criminal-friendly laws. But after speaking with the district attorney's office, he believes the teen will be charged as an adult without a police interview due to overwhelming evidence. The suspect, the gunman, will be identified once he is charged. Now, within 15 minutes of the shooting, which was initially reported as an active shooter, more than 100 law enforcement officers from various agencies swarmed the high school located about 25 miles north of Baltimore. Students were being evacuated by 12:45 p.m. Senior Christopher B. told the outlet he was walking back from his third period class when he heard a loud bang behind him. He said he pulled out one of his headphones and he heard screaming and yelling and students running. I got into my class and they locked down the school for about 5 minutes. They say we are just devastated to be a part of this awful group of schools to have experienced things like this. And we are going to do everything we can to make sure this absolutely never happens again. And this is according to the Hartford County Public School Superintendent. All right. So again, this is ridiculous. And until they really do some things, we are going to keep on hearing stories like this over and over again. All right. And again, it's some fuckery because they need to implement some real damn changes within the justice system in these schools. Okay. Point blank. We are not sending our kids to school to be buried. We're sending our kids to school to learn. We're not sending our kids to school to be bullied. We're sending our kids to school to learn, to be safe, to be happy. All right? These kids are not doing little bitty hitting and stuff, and it's okay. They're actually coming back unaliving people, hurting people, stabbing people, just doing weird shit. So yes, they need to make a change, and that's what Vance need to be addressing, point blank, and use different words, point blank. All right, guys, let me give you at least one, and then that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna be able to do two because I got to get out of here. Okay, so the zodiac signs who suffers a lot because of their short tempers are, y'all know one of them that's up here. Okay, let's keep it real. Okay, so one is the Aries. Okay, they have a short fuse. Okay, they have a fiery nature. They react quickly and passionately, especially when they feel provoked or challenged. Their short temper can flare up at the slightest inconvenience, leading to a sudden outburst of anger. The next one is Leos. Leos are the proud and charismatic lion of the zodiac. They are natural leaders with a strong sense of self-confidence. However, this confidence can turn into arrogance, especially when their ego is bruised. They have another bad temper that surfaces when they feel disrespected, ignored, or challenged. The next one is Scorpio. Scorpio is known for its emotional intensity and passion, and this can sometimes lead to a quick temper, especially when they feel betrayed or wronged. Number 4 is Sagittarius. They are free spirited. They are known for its love and adventure and new experiences. However, this restless nature can sometimes lead to impatience and irritability, especially when they feel confined or misunderstood. So again, the 4 signs are Aries, number 1, okay, with the short fuse. 2 is Leo with the lion's roar. 3 is the Scorpio with the intense and emotional intensity and passion, and that can lead to a quick temper. Then you got the Sagittarius with their restless nature and being impatient. All right, point blank. That's the only one that I can give you today, y'all. I got to get out of here. It's 3:00. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Saturday Fuckery, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I got so much fuckery, but I did not have enough time. If I get bored this weekend, I may come back and give you guys some more. I don't know for sure. If not, then next weekend I'll give you the other fuckery. All right. Other than that, I'm wishing you guys a beautiful weekend. Thank you to Jermaine for stopping by, showing support, and being here. D Shep for doing the same thing. Tony Bands, I appreciate you as well. Thank you. We got Nightbot doing his job, and then Nate the Great Podcast doing the same thing, coming by, showing support. And John in the bush, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. And I think I covered everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry about that. Oh, Scott, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. And again, thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Excuse any bloopers. Y'all know when I be rushing what it is. All right, Iceman, thank you so much for stopping by. Go check out this replay. I'm about to get out of here. Y'all show Iceman some love and support as well. You guys have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you guys in my next live. This is Shades Tube. And don't forget, if you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do that by doing a Cash App to $ Shades Tube. All donations will be used to support this channel further. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Y'all can't be making me late. All right, y'all. Peace out. Let me find my stuff. Man, turn this up. Peace out, y'all. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what else. Here we go, right there. All right, y'all. Thank you, John in the bush. Thank you, Iceman. You have a good day too. Thank you, y'all. Peace out. I got to get out of here. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and leave a comment and share. All right? And like the video. Thank you. Damn it.